Hey guys, welcome back. We are on episode 14. Wow, that was some nice lag. We're on episode 14 of our FTB Revelation Let's Play series. I just discovered something. It's kind of annoying. So we built our base in the void world. Simple void world. And I just found out that there is no way to sleep. Where's it at? To sleep in the void world. I just placed a bed down here, tried to sleep, and it blew up, just like it does in the end. So that's a little bit annoying. I did a lot of stuff between episodes. First, I automated all of our inscribers. So we've got silicon, engineering, calculation, logic, and the assembly presses here, and then we've got automated charging and automated pulverizing of fluix, certus, and nether quartz. So it's a pretty simple setup. What I did was I've got the interface here with the patterns in it. So for the logic processor, it's 1 gold, 1 redstone, and 1 silicone. So it'll put those 3 into the chest. It will put the silicone into the silicone inscriber, and then once it finishes, it'll go back in the chest. Then it'll put the gold in the logic press inscriber, and then once it's done, it'll go back into the press. Now, then the printed silicone, the printed logic, and the redstone will then go into this inscriber. And the final product will be pulled back into the chest. So it kind of loops around a couple times, so it's not 100% efficient, but it's pretty good for what I want it to do. It's basically less patterns, and that's what the whole goal of this was, as few patterns as possible. I made these so that this one's for the quartz glass, because I've got a lot more nether quartz than I've got certus quartz. So I use the crushed quartz for the quartz glass. The fluix is for the annihilation and formation cores, which are required for the interfaces. And then, eventually we're going to have the crystal growth chamber automated, so that we'll have pure certus, fluix, and pure fluix automated, and pure nether quartz, I guess. I got the 2 molecular assemblers set up. So this one's for all of our AE stuff, and this one is for sneak peek of what we're doing this episode. All of our what is this? Draconic wireless energy stuff. So that's what we're doing this episode. I started setting up energy here when I first built it, and I didn't really like the way I was setting it up. So I've got a better idea for how I'm going to do it now. So basically I'll be able to come over here, get rid of this and these, and we'll also get rid of that probably, but not yet, because that's where all of our power goes right now. And I need to break this actually, don't I? Okay. So what we're going to do, actually that's a good way for, no, I'm gonna move that, but not yet. What we're gonna do is we're gonna have these IOs set up, one on each of the 4 sides, and we don't really need power in the center for anything, at least not on the upper floor. So these basic energy IO crystals, they allow 2 links. So we'll be able to tie this crystal, for instance, to this room and this room. So that side will feed these two rooms. I think it's going to work out pretty well. I hope it's going to work out pretty well. But we're about to find out. So we need 3 more IO crystals. Actually, 2 more IO crystals. And then, yeah. So we've got the IO crystals that we need. Now we need 8 wireless energy crystals, whatever they're called. I'm not really sure. I haven't used them yet, so this is as much learning for me as it is for you. So wireless, we need 8. We are missing nothing. We just don't have enough storage. Nice. All right, so let's do a little upgrade. We need another 1K storage component. And then the crafting unit. Then a 1K crafting storage. And a coprocessor. There's an easier way to find it. Crafting coprocessor is going to need another crafting unit. Uh-oh. You know what? Okay. Quartz. What are you doing? All right. Let's go ahead and make 10. I still need to set up these recipes, but we're going to need automated fluics before we can really get into that, which we don't have just yet. Okay, so what was I making? The crafting coprocessor. You dingus. Okay. Crafting unit and crafting coprocessor. So we're basically just gonna connect this one right into where this one is. So now we've got a 2K crafting storage instead of a 1K, because that's apparently too much for 8 wireless energy crystals. Okay. We'll see how long it takes. It shouldn't take too long because I've got the molecular assemblers fully upgraded. Because I made, while I was setting up the automation, I made a ton of processors. All right. So now we come up here. Actually, we need to go back down here and go around the long way. And we're going to place one of these in the center of every room. That's the center, right? Oh. I've gotten pretty good at figuring out where the center is without actually counting. I don't think I've messed any up yet, because I've just been flying through placing these where I think they're supposed to go. Between episodes, I mean. Alright. Let's get all 8 of these placed down. Now obviously most of these, actually 7 out of 8 of these aren't even going to be tied to anything. That's because there's only machines in that one room. We might not even need all of these, but they're fairly cheap and easy to make, so oops, might as well, you know, why not? I'm confused. Why is that one pink? I'm not sure why that's doing that. We'll figure that out in a minute. Alright. So those are all linked. Okay. Now, first we'll get rid of all the cobblestone because we don't need it. And it's ugly. And then we'll go back down below, come up here, into here, get the center, and we will link them. Oops. Let's try and link them all to the tops. I like it, because it's wireless, and I love it. Okay. So now we've got all of these linked. The next thing that I wanted to get set up this episode was automating some of our thermal expansion stuff, because that's most of the machines that we use are thermal expansion. Now the thing that I'm not sure of is, do I want to automate with these? Obviously I don't want to automate the incoming stuff from the void ore miner. I don't want to automate the processing of that with these two, because that would be really, really slow. But the induction smelter and the magma crucible and fluid transposer, I probably could automate with these three. It wouldn't require too much. First, let's see if we can make some upgrade kits, because we're going to need to upgrade those three machines to Signalum, just to make it easier on us. Alright, we don't have bronze. Alright, so okay, first off, we're going to make a recipe for our cables. So we need, that's purple, that's fluix. So we need the quartz fiber. I need more patterns. Oh, I already made some. I just don't have them in here. Alright, quartz fiber and fluix cable. stupid. Alright. Alright. So now we've got that. So we need to go ahead and automate our crystal growth chamber. So we're going to need an interface. And then we will need item ducts, which we've got 2 already. And let's do a resonant, no, Enderium should be, or their reinforced should be fine. Okay, so let's go down here. Now this is, I'm not making this pretty right now because this is basically just our junk room. We will eventually straighten this up some. I know I've been saying that a lot. I promise it's true. I'm not lying. I don't think. Okay, so we've got that in our crystal growth chamber. We need fluix. Oh, I've already got it. Oh no, I wiped it out. Okay. Alright, so 2 fluix crystals comes from one redstone, 1 nether quartz, and charged. That one takes a while to wait for because it's kind of random. Okay, so we've got that. Let's take this pattern and figure out where our other patterns are. That's the only thing I didn't consider when I'm... This one's not connected at all. That's worrying. It's the only thing I didn't really think about when I made this is I wanted it uniform. So all 4 corners have all 4 of the terminals that we're going to need, but it doesn't really make sense. Okay, so then we need crushed quartz plus, all right, number of items, sand equals nether quartz seed, and then Certus quartz dust plus sand equals nether quartz seed, and then fluix dust, you stupid, equals fluix seed. Alright, so those 3 are crafting, which means we can't really use those right now because we don't have enough interfaces installed for it, or molecular assemblers, I mean. You know what? We're going to need them anyway, so let's go ahead and get the interface. And the molecular assembler. don't know how many cards we had left. We don't have any. Let's go ahead and make some more. What are we missing? Calculation processors, maybe? Let's not do that there because that's not smart. Yeah, we need calculation processors. Oh, I didn't automate silicone either. Okay. I hate that the silicone requires Certus coarse dust because that's kind of expensive. But then again, it makes sense in a weird way. I guess it's not that weird. Maybe I'm weird. Whatever. Don't judge me. Let's just get some of this cooked up real quick so that we can make our upgrades. Cards. Need alright, calculation processors, we need one more. Technically only need one. That took a little while. And then acceleration cards. 5. Alright. Okay. So now we've got that. We need some more patterns. So we need to make a pattern. We've already got the pattern for Fluix. We need to make a pattern for nether quartz into pure nether quartz, Certus quartz into pure Certus, and Fluix into pure Fluix. I think that's all we need for this. And I don't think we have any of those pure yet. So, I guess I can do this the easy way. Nope, I can't because we still have to place that interface and assembler. Now this one, I think is the one that's offline. Online. Huh. It doesn't show any of them offline. Okay. Whatever. I don't care enough. Not yet, at least. Alright, so we're still doing okay on channels. And then we'll throw those in there. And then do. Because those are crafting recipes. I'm pretty sure the recipes in here. Yes, all 3 of those. Okay. So now we can make 10 of these, and then 10 of these, and then 10 of these. No CPUs are available. Okay. So let's go back down here. I'm really curious how quick this thing is. That's really quick. I like it. All right, we need to put our retriever on here and then tell it to pull out that, and that, and also regular Fluix. And that's whitelist and ignored. And then we'll throw that in there. Throw that away. Come back up here to the pattern terminal. Yes. We need processing recipes for Certus quartz into pure Certus quartz. Nether quartz. No? Yeah, nether quartz into pure nether quartz. And then Fluix seeds into pure Fluix. Okay. My inventory is a mess. Get that, and that. All right, and then the interface terminal. Molecular assemblers. Okay, our interface down here is not visible to the network. So let's get cable. Let's put that away. Don't really need it. No. Let's go back upstairs and see if that's visible. Hopefully it is. Yes. Okay. Crystal growth chamber. We've got that and that and that. Now, these recipes, that one's already set up to be pure Certus. This one, I'm not sure if we can use. Okay, that one uses pure Certus. This one we can probably set up with pure nether quartz. Basically, that just means that it's going to go twice as far. Why? Why? Missing channel. Okay. Eh. I don't think there really is a way to resolve that. Not yet, at least. We need a lot more stuff before we can go that far with dense cable, unfortunately. Oops. So for right now, we have to deal with not being able to use this pattern terminal. Kind of sucks. All right. So Oops. I don't think there is a way to re-encode patterns. So we'll just wipe it out and make a new one. And that was annihilation cores, right? Yes. And it can use pure, which is what we want it to do. Okay. So that one's set up. This one we probably want to use pure fluix. Okay. Done. And no substitutions for the rest. Okay. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. All right, so let's throw all of this stuff back in here that we don't need. We need cable. Let's go ahead and get 30. Actually, how much wool do we have? None. Nice. Okay, so can't do what I was thinking of doing. Unless, no, we don't have a lot of string either. All right, where's that cable at? There it is. We do need to get the dense cable going further. So let's go ahead and cut it right here. I think we're going to go ahead and end the episode. Between episodes, I'm going to go set up some, go get some wool, I should say, and we'll get the dense cable going further. So in this episode, basically all we did was a walkthrough of what we had before, set up the wireless system here, which we're only using one of, so it's kind of wasteful, but not really, because it will be used. We set up some more automation than what I did between episodes, and we found out that I'm out of channels. So like I said, between episodes I'm going to get some more wool to make dense cable to make this spread out further, and then we need to extend it over this way to tie into these machines, which will probably be a completely separate side of the controller because we don't want them to connect, because then we will have overlapping channels. So thank you guys for watching. If you liked it, leave a like, subscribe, hit the bell icon for notifications, and we'll see you in the next one.